Greetings, adventurers. This is DM Kurt, and welcome to State of the Game. How my 5e game is going right now. So, after a brief hiatus, we're back to an adaptation of 2nd edition's Carl Sargent's Night Below campaign. Our intrepid adventurers have figured out how to finally destroy the city of the glass pool. They damaged and utterly crushed the living statue of the Aboleth that was in the main domed hall, their religious statue. Tough fight, but they managed. It was not an Aboleth statue in the original, but I felt that was more appropriate to the longer plot. So cool. They escaped. They cast Dispel Magic to remove the charm spells on the stone giants who were repairing the front gates. The stone giants went, all right, thanks. They took the round gate thing that they were building to replace the previous gates that the party had stolen, and just took the round, basically it was like a ball valve, big round thing with a hole through the middle, and you could turn it. That was their idea of a gate. They just rolled it out of the way and off. And the giants went, bye. And left. They wanted no part of any of this nonsense. They were like, all right, we need to get out of here. This, no, not our problem. Cool. With the destruction of the main religious iconography, the party also, well, we have a warlock player who's a bit of a shenanigans expert. They took a bag and they put a Grell lightning staff, lightning spear, into the bag with 4,000 ball bearings. And Flappy, the familiar, took it in a window into a room where there was a mind flayer. And he cast Shatter, and boom! Breaks the staff. We have kind of a retributive strike kind of thing go on. With tremendous amounts of energy released, and with the 4,000 ball bearings, we end up with sort of a Claymore mine. Just against a soft target. Dead mind flayer. Room full of treasure destroyed. Tapestries, desks, beds, everything. Just shotgun blast every direction. Cool. Party flees. Kuatoa are out of control. Their insane asylum has been emptied out into the streets. The food source has been destroyed. Their calming pool has been befouled. Pretty much everything's wrecked. All of their slaves have been freed a couple sessions ago. Place falls into civil war. Cool. That's accomplished. I say, all right, you know what? You guys did something pretty big here. Here's your milestone. You're all level 8 now. Leveling up commences. The barbarian finds a map. If you're going to have handouts when you have 8 players, have more than one. But I just scrawled this out and handed it to the barbarian, and he can pass it around. But he's reading it out as to, okay, here we go. Pretty simple map. And it leads to Great Shaboth, the Aboleth city, which is going to be their final destination. He's voting, all right, let's go there. We end the problem, this worldwide problem where kidnapping gangs are taking spellcasters to this city for some nefarious reason. It's going to be bad. We need to stop it. This is the whole point. We're here. There's a young innkeeper's daughter who was kidnapped, and she's probably there. And some of the other guys are like, well, there was a dragon a ways back, and I think we can handle it now, and we can get a bunch of loot. The party treasurer, guys, we don't need more loot. We're rolling. But, I mean, you can do that if you want, but seriously, I got the numbers. We are rich. We don't need the loot. Yeah. And what are the other players? I have never killed a dragon as a player. I've DM'd things, but I haven't killed a dragon as a player. I want to do this. Okay. And a couple others, I just want to kill something. Like, you could kill things over there. You could kill things over there. You're just guaranteed to be combat in some direction. Whatever direction you choose, there will be some combat somewhere. Don't worry about that. Their vote is go back to the beginning of book 2 of the module and go fight the Behir in the Halls of Great Serpents. Cool. There's 8 of them. Yes, I got 8 players at 8th level. They would wipe the floor with the Behir if I run it as written. Now, there comes a time as a DM where you have to use custom monsters to provide the appropriate challenge. Or you might just want to use custom monsters to make things narratively interesting. Like a while back, I used a white. Now, whites are great. This one was a former bandit. I mean, so he used a Morning Star, and he tried to steal stuff from the party. Got a little banditry robbery in his cold black coagulated blood. Okay, cool. You know, that was a little different. When they killed him, they found his stuff. There was literally a wanted poster of him from 40 years ago when he was alive. Cool. I mean, it's a little something different you're doing with the stats as is. But I'm looking at the Behir stats, and 8 of them at 8th level, they'd wipe the floor with it. No problem. That's why I'm going to have to buff it. Because I need to have a narratively appropriate challenge. I need to put the fear into them. Now, we're not talking, I want to headhunt. I want to kill characters. We're not talking that. We're not talking, I want a TPK. No, we want a challenge. We want edge of the seat kind of thing. Ooh, this is going to be tough. This is going to be interesting. Not just, I roll a dice and kill it. So that's boring. We want to make it interesting. So there's my challenge. I also, this means I got homework to do. Buff the Behir, or whatever else is in its lair, or whatever's in the lair behind it, or whatever. Yeah. I need to level up the NPC guide that's with them. They're getting along great with this NPC guide, the NPC, which I love. And then I have to prep the final areas. Now, there are some encounters I kind of have to have them have. And then there's some encounters I want them to have. So I have to describe out the city. And before they get there, there's a number of things else that are going on. There are some Illithid I want to buff, but I also have to detail. There's a group of 4 adventurers that I might just scratch entirely. Or I have to have them and their foe drawn out. There's a great rift of fire that fire giants find holy. So there is a magma rift. I don't know how much work I have to do into that. There's a couple of islands in the Sunless Sea I might need to convert to 5e stuff. Like I said, there's some work, and I'm going to draw out my own map on this. I mean, they have an existing map. And the only problem with the great maps that were in there is I'm going to have to just do it myself. The Drive-Thru RPG PDF gives you crap for maps. I have a link to some legit maps I could use. Or I'll drive my own. But, situation with my gaming group. Okay, so I had... I had 6 players running 6 characters, plus there's an NPC. Okay, that's a bit much. And then somebody told me, one of my players said, hey, there's this girl who wants to play D&D. She was kicked out of another gaming group, or barred from joining another gaming group because she's a girl. And I'm like, okay, and that's not how it works. There's a Wednesday night group, doesn't allow men. I don't like that. She ran into a group that doesn't allow girls. I don't like that. So I'm like, all right, fine, bring her in. Yeah, she's a brand new to the game, and she wants to be a DM. Okay, she should have some more experience, and I'm gonna try to help her out any way I can. So she has a copy of the starter box, the Dragons of White Spire Keep or whatever it is. I gave her that. That I got from elsewhere. Uh, she has a friend who's also a player in his game, brand new kiddo, as some level 1 character, and I'm like, you're going to need to either write up a character from scratch at 8th level or just give that one a temporary bump. Here's a couple character sheets, do whichever, so you can, so the three of you can work together. An experienced player / DM, and these two new people can just give them a character. The wannabe DM, hey, you want to play? No, I just want to take notes. Okay, so we're good there. Makes for a crowded room now, and it's going to make for 8 total characters at 8th level. Yeah, they voted for Bahir. There's going to be a buff. Anyway, that's the state of my 5e game, and that's where I'm at now. There's DM prep needing to happen within the next 6 days. But we can do that. DM Kurt, out.